All right, hello everyone. Um, got two packages in the mail today. Um, we currently are sitting here with no power. Went out about just over 2.5 hours ago. So me and Princess Potter edit. Yep. Okay. I'm just making sure. She changed the name of her channel not long ago. We're sitting here, and I decided that I'm just tired of this, so it's time to open this box and this package. I'm gonna start with this package because it's looks kind of crappy and thrown together tape, and it's this. But these are all cards. Uh, they put it inside this beautifully wrapped. Just you could tell right there at the corner that these are poly pages in which they stuck the cards in, so they could ship them in these beautiful plastic things that they got going on here. So and the thing is, these were the ones that are drastically more important to me even than the others per se. So I'm kind of disappointed this is how they did them. And one of them fell out with inside of it. Yeah, their packaging was not very good, but here's what we got going on. Ugh. Sorry about that, but this is the card that fell out. And if y'all recognize this, these are the Wonder Bread Star Wars cards. Now, supposedly, this is every one of them. However, it's missing two, they say, number 6 and something else. Now, for the actual amount that it was, they really weren't that expensive. So I figured it'd be a good deal. I already had like this one and this one. There's another one that you can't see that I had. I gotta make sure there's nothing else stuck in here because of the way they did it. But this is how they ship them, though. And like I said, I'm disappointed with the shipping part of it, but not disappointed with the cards because I knew about what they were. As you see, there's Han, C-3PO, and my favorite, Chewbacca. Then as you see, this is the back half of them. And if you look on the front, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, and 9. Now, again, I have some of them already, so I'll only be missing maybe 1 or 2 after I do this. And there's the next ones and the last that you've seen. And if you look, that Darth Vader was actually card number 5, which makes sense based on the fact that they said it was missing 2 cards. And here is card 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and another 15 and a 16. So it actually has 2 of the number 15s. So I figured I'd go ahead and pick those up. I've only got now a couple to go, and then that will complete that set. The box, though, is supposed to be some 60s and 70s cards. Now, this guy actually knew how to box this up. He's actually got all of the tape. Yeah, I don't want to be rude. I'll let y'all look at Princess Leia while y'all waiting on me. All right. Let's see how good he did with his. And again, it's supposed to be just a set of different things, but there is a couple of cards in there for the reason why I picked up this. First, we have his Now check these out. Look at that. And they look like they are truly signed by Robert Vaughn. Now that's pretty cool because I don't think they were part of the deal. So that may have been something extra that he sent me. That's pretty cool. Let's see. Thank you for your purchase. Here are a couple of extra pieces that are the British issue of Man from U.N.C.L.E. by A and B.C. Good luck with your collection, John. So I'll have to see if I can figure out a way to show y'all what place I went to get these cards so you can make sure that maybe y'all check his stuff out, because he actually, those right there are just pretty awesome. They are smaller ones. They will be, I will one touch those soon, and I love the Man from U.N.C.L.E., so that's a pretty cool find in that sense. Now, however, the cards, y'all can't see, but the princess is over here. She's on edge right now because she's just like, this is like her favorite part.
Yep.
She's laughing because that's a lie. She is not a collector of cards like me, only from Harry Potter. Now, this is a awesome bag of goodies, so we're going to go through some of these. Now, I don't know how many of y'all remember, you got Green Beret ones. So I thought that was actually pretty cool on these. You see them there where they're getting out. And these are coming from, see if I can find a date. I believe these are from the 60s. I apologize because I am overly blind and I'm looking, thinking to myself, I think these are some of the 60s ones, but these are actually from a set done of our Green Berets. For those of you who served our country, God bless you, I appreciate you. And this is a little tribute here to you, based out of what they do. Now, we're going to step in for about 4 cards, and we're going to get funky, because if you're like me, you remember a little bit of the Mod Squad. As a story, I remember when I was hit by a car when I was in 2nd grade. I was up at the hospital for about a month and a half, and when I was up there, the Mod Squad would come on real late at night. And that's how I knew the Mod Squad. It was not a regular running thing for me at the time, and that would have been 1976 when I was hit by a car. So these are pretty groovy to get. So now, again, this was just a lot of different ones and why I picked them up this way. Now, these are space cards. Trying to look at potentially, again, I want to say these come out of the 60s. This is another one from it. Either that or from a presidential thing. I'm trying to figure out. It said, who was the heaviest president? See? Back then, we could ask those kind of questions. You got pretty neat backs on them, too, if you look. And here's what I bought them for, though. This next group of cards, and there's a pretty good amount of them. There is the Batman cards. That was a big reason that it made me jump on these, because these all come out. If you look, these are, if you look, you get the little riddles on the back and stuff for some of them and stuff. There's like a couple of different Batman versions that come out during this time. There is all the bad guys sitting around, and as you can tell, that is Lee Meriwether, so this would be from the movie ones. If you look, That's an awesome Batman and Robin. And then this one. Now these must have been from the movie set when they originally did it. I apologize, I have to back it up just a little bit to give you the full scope of the beautiful cards. Now, again, here's the different bats that are on the back with the Riddler ones. And again, this is also, a cheap way to complete sets as we go. Even though that card's rough, it doesn't really matter. Like I said, these sometimes can get expensive. So when I looked and he had them relatively pretty cheap, I went ahead and said yes to it. Here's another one, which is the Penguin. And then the Boy Wonder there, actively doing his thing. Now, I'm going to move those. And as you've seen, you had the British version of The Man from U.N.C.L.E., Robert Vaughn. And now, to my knowledge, this would be the American version of that. Again, that's a duplicate of it, but now all of these do the same thing with the signature thing of Robert Vaughn. Now, I don't know if these are actually on the cards. I'll have to look up the cards themselves to see if each card actually has Robert Vaughn that he is on signed. Because it's on, looks like every card here, so maybe somebody got Robert Vaughn to sell. Or, if you know, sometime because parents felt like the kids may not know who it is, sometimes parents would actually write on there who it was, not realizing that they're ruining their kids' cards. That did happen. And as a story to that is, I'm a Vikings fan. A client of mine that used to come in, he actually talked about his grandson, who was probably close to my age now, but he went and met all the Vikings back in the 70s, and all of them signed Vikings cards for him. He had a whole bunch of cards. They signed them on stuff. Well, when he got home, his mom got looking at it, and being the kind, giving mother, she went ahead and figured since he couldn't see them well enough to see the names because of the way the guys wrote them, she rewrote the name in print below each one of them. And she basically ruined every one of his cards because of it. It dropped the value, even though it was quite classic for him to have. It still dropped it. Now, these look like they're war-related cards. I'm thinking, that looks like Biden had his, oh, no, never mind. This is 1943, and it was close. Seeing his hand up, saluting like that, I kind of get confused which one. See there? These are all war-based cards, which are pretty cool. That looks like combat to me, because that actor right there looks like it. So I don't know if these are coming out of, yeah, that one's out of combat. So that's pretty cool that way. I don't think those are, yeah, that's the end of the wartime ones right there. This was the first one that was combat. That one is also from combat. Again, 66 cards. All this is going to really help me is to complete these now out of combat. 1960, looks like 63. I think it's 63. It says on the bottom there.
Yeah.
Oh, yep. Our younger eyes confirmed it is 1963. And this is the last combat one. Again, these are sets that I want to put together in time, so that's kind of neat to get some of them. And these are Outer Limits ones. Pretty neat. And you can see the back of it where it says it. There was only 50 cards in this set, so that's kind of neat that way. What is it, 1964 it looks like?
Yeah.
1964. Confirmed again by younger eyes, so it's good.
Yep.
Things are going our way. All right, now this one, if you remember buying the comic book, because I did end up on it, this is 1967. This is Garrison's Gorillas. Don't think I've ever seen any of them, but I do have the comic book. I'm going to look on YouTube one time and just see if I can watch some episodes. And I believe that I have a good little stash of Garrison's Gorillas here. And so y'all know, we still have no power now. We're working on our 3rd hour, so we're...
I'm going to have a heat stroke.
Heat stroke. Let's see. And if you look, these Garrison's Gorillas, they look like slightly smaller cars the way they are. But again, just cool. That looks like a photo the way they did it. Like they just took and back when they did them small black and white photos back in the day. And this is my duplicate coming off. Finishing off the Nazis. Time to go down, Nazis. Alright, now, there is one Planet of the Apes. Yes. And I'm still looking at other lots like that that have more, but I think this is from the TV series. It's from 1967, so it may not be, so I gotta look. I kind of want the TV series. That's where I'm a fan of it. This is Space 1999. Anybody in my age group, we all grew up watching some Space 1999 on Saturdays. It was the second phase of the UFO show when the Andersons couldn't get it to take off again. This was what Space 1999 was really supposed to be, as a second phase of the UFO series. And then the last one. Again, that's another series in which I'd like to complete. Now, that's nice. All right. So, we got some monster cards. These are coming in You'll Die Laughing ones. Now, I think I do have some of these. So, as you see, these are done. See them on the back. Goes through all this stuff in it. But at the same time, can you spare a dime for a bite? Get it? Who threw that mud ball? Yep. That's the best part about these. They kind of made lightheartedness of it, so it was kind of fun. This is what's really cool is usually the stickers are the hard part, but in here he had the werewolf and the Invisible Man as part of it, so that will cut down on what I'm hunting when I go after them. And in these were the wacky ones that they changed regular brands, and these are the last ones I'll show you. There's the extra strong Kami cleaner instead of Comment. Smarts. The two Taiwan tight collar for dogs. Look at him. Can't choke him out. Luva. Lava. It's like it's lava, but it erupts. And then, now I didn't collect any of these kind as a kid. I just didn't find it as appealing as the other stuff that I was wanting to collect, like superhero ones. And the last one That one's, you can tell that the heat's got to it over time, but it's still sticking. It's rabid shade foam for, like, you know, when a dog has rabies. All right. So, which one did you like? Which one was your favorite? Was it these from the Star Wars ones I picked up that I can put in my set? Was it these neat British Robert Vaughn ones? Or was it actually the other ones in the regular card set? What was your favorite? Let me know. I appreciate y'all watching. I appreciate everybody, everything you do. Thumbs up, likes, and I'll talk to y'all later. And hopefully, later will be because my power comes on. All right, have a good one.